everyone, I'm Kailani, and this is the Kai Report, where I uncover the truths about music and music education. Today we're hanging out with Dr. I-Lin, so feel free to introduce yourself.
Oh, hi, my name is Dr. I-Lin. I'm currently the Stage 1 professor at Oclef, and I'm a pianist from Taiwan.
What was your musical journey like, and what kind of inspired you to pursue music?
It's a long time ago. Okay, sound like grandma. Long time ago, when I was seven years old. Okay, and then I started begging my mom, "Hey, can I learn piano?" We make a deal basically. So you promise me that you sit and practice in front of your piano 1 hour every day. I try to keep my promise, right? She's not very strict. She will ask me like, "Okay, what you're going to learn or practice today? What's your plan?" Like she wants me to have like a clear plan in my practice. She's not a piano teacher. She's just pretty organized. It started with my mom's friend. So she was my teacher for like 2 years. And after 2 years, she said, "Well, I cannot teach you anymore," because her level was like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So I switched to a different teacher, and also I joined the professional music program. Our government put that kind of program in certain school throughout from the elementary school, middle school, and high school. Basically, you choose your major. One of your major or minor instruments has to be piano.
Okay.
So my major was in piano, and then my minor was violin. So I basically stayed in that program for a long time. And in this program, you need to do music theory, music history, oral scale, orchestra, chamber music, choir, and your major and minor instruments.
Oh my goodness.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. It's very, very hard to find a balance. And then in middle school, we start having more chamber music, which kind of leads me to get more involved in music because I really, really like to play with people. I really like that feel like we build the music together and then we communicate basically. We communicate with music. To me, this is very important, right? The music is like a language and you are trying to communicate what your thoughts to the people. Doesn't matter if the people they know music or not. Yeah, that's what I feel in middle school. And in high school, I got the idea of studying abroad. The summer before high school, I went to the music festival in Europe. So it was in Leipzig. I saw tons of musicians and it's so great. So my goal in high school is basically prepare to be able to study abroad. And I choose the United States just because I already know a little bit English. After high school, it's a long journey. Long time ago. Spent 4 years in Oberlin Conservatory of Music. After that, I went to New York because I was seeking to have more job opportunities or like potential part-time like gigs, and I was very lucky to have more opportunities. I performed more in school or outside of school. I got more gigs. And then for doctorate, I have no idea how did I get there. I was like, I'm so done with school. I'm done. Like, no. And then after graduate, I'm here now.
Nice. So, did you always want to be a music teacher, or was it just something that you knew would happen along the way?
So my very first dream was to be an archaeologist.
Oh.
Yeah, totally different. Yeah, because I love fossils. I love mummies. Like I told my mom when I was little, I want to play the piano in front of a pyramid. I always love music, and I'm trying to do something like with music. I want to be able to perform. This is the best way to share your music to people. And after that, I started feeling that there are some gaps or something can be improved in our music education system. Another thought was performer might not be as stable, like financially. So like maybe being a teacher and a performer can be a route.
So I think you joined Oclef when it was still very much during COVID. Did you like remote teaching, or did you not like it at first, or what did you think about it?
I actually liked it more because I found it's pretty helpful to have the overhead camera. And then you can actually, the student can see your gesture or your movement more. Even sometimes in person, I need to ask them, okay, so stand behind me to see how I move my body or my arm. To me, this is very important because I don't want them to get hurt. Anyways, so I do found the benefits of doing online and also the annotation. I really like to use the colorful thing to annotate. This is one of the feature I really like. And then also, online teaching is so convenient to access to the different source. For example, like if you want to teach something beyond piano, like, okay, we are talking about Beethoven today. Who is Beethoven? And then if you're doing online, you can just like click, okay, Wikipedia. And then instead of playing that, I can always find someone playing like better than me, right? On YouTube. I really like the background of the music. I really want my students to know the background or the story or the fun facts to help them like get interested in what they are doing.
You mentioned art and annotating a lot, so is that something that you like doing on the side?
So I really like to draw. When I was little, I have some like projects I was trying to do. When I was in high school, when I was in high school, I had a daily picture I tried to do. Then I did like 25 of them. It's kind of like doodling, and then it's all about cats because I love cats. I made a illustrated book. It was 25 pages, and then the title of the book was Annie's Fantasy World. Yes, my nickname is Annie. I print it out and make it like nice books and then send it to my friends and some like family members. I leave like blank parts of the book so they can write notes. It was quite nice. It's my very first project, and it's kind of like a memory thing I tried to build for my mom's painting teacher. I didn't really take like a painting class before, but my mom did, and I usually come to the class after school. I was like trying to draw something during when I'm waiting for my mom, and the teacher saw it, and then he really liked it, and he always suggests me like you should have your own book, like make a book. And I was like, yeah, I will do it, and then it just like never happened. And I will do it tomorrow. Well, and then it finally happened because the teacher had an accident and he passed away, and I was very sad. Unfortunately, he couldn't see that book, but yeah, I'm trying to take what he wanted me to do and make it happen. Yeah, that was the first creative project besides piano, besides music I made. And in college, when I start doing my recitals, I start making my own posters, or like making posters for my brother as well, because my brother is a cellist. And then I had the idea, like I really like animated things. I like anime. Yeah. I like gaming. I like cartoons. And then I see Disney Fantasia, the film that based on like have the background music as like classical music, but it's all genre, right? Like, you can hear the symphony, you can hear some piano works, but it's not only piano. And because I love piano so much, I really want to do something like only for piano. And then so when I learned Schumann's Carnival, Opus 9, yeah, and there are a lot of scenes in that music, and I'm trying to draw all the scenes out, hoping one day when I teach this piece I can say this is the first scene, this is the second, this is the third. Yeah. After that, I don't think I have that many opportunities to do that besides like designing posters for my recitals. I basically had no time to do that. I didn't expect I will learn so many things here. I can learn more at Oclef, actually. Somehow I know Illustrator. Somehow I know Photoshop more, and somehow I know InDesign. Somehow I know Dimension. Yeah, like all the Adobe suite. And then the most recent one, I was so excited to work on it, is After Effects. So something you can do for the animation for our music as medicine program. And I was like staying entire night to like to make it happen. Yeah, and I didn't feel tired at all. Like no worries. Yeah, I was like, this is so excited, and then this very like it's something I really excited to do besides teaching or playing the music.
Speaking of the opportunities that you've had at Oclef, are there any specific ones that you've done with like either your graphic design or music?
So the music I do not have any experience of composing, like besides my schoolwork. So sometimes you gotta compose composition assignment, in your theory class, but it's like very light. It's not like doesn't need to be like legitimate. When I joined here, then we starting to have the projects of sound demos, and then I have no idea how to do that. so I was so lucky to be able to skill trade with Professor Emilia. Yeah. So basically, she taught me how to use all the composition or all DAWs like Logic Pro, GarageBand, and we composed some music. That was a fun experience, and then it's still happening. So I'm trying to like improve my composition skill as well. Other thing is my design work. I got my first client in Oclef. So like I was able to help our students to make a cover of his book. It's called Piano Games. And then I was able to also help Dr. Bell to make the cover of his theory book. And there's a lot, and also the Gem logo, like start having a lot of logo requests and also cover requests. I cannot recall how many of them right now. I didn't really expect that many. Yeah, and I still have a couple going on, so there's something I'm really excited to do.
Nice. And then I heard that you just released an album, I think.
Yes, yeah. That was exciting. Yeah, it's really fun to make the album and also like play music. Never thought about it would happen. Yeah.
What was it about, or what genre?
Okay, so the title of the album is Sings and Songs. It has Debussy, Image, Book 1. So there's a reflection, so like a water scene. Oh, I really like Kapusting. So it's variation opus 41, and it's like jazz.
Oh,
nice. You can imagine that you're in a cafe or a jazz club, right? And what else? Oh, Bartok. His music to me is like you are going to that country, like a Romanian country or like East Europe country, and then really dance with the people, sing with people. By the way, Bartok is my favorite composer. So I really love his music. His music is so unique. You can tell he was really passionate what he was doing. I tried to collect all the recordings, try to collect all the tunes, and then try to put all of them into his composition. I really appreciate that he want to keep those music and share it to more people. And for the songs, there is Rachmaninoff vocalist, and then there is JJ Lin suite. And JJ Lin, he is a Singaporean singer, and you can tell I cannot stop smiling right now because I love him so much. Yeah, he's so handsome, and then he's so good. He's talented, and then I was like, keep smiling. My smile is like until here. Yeah. So he's always trying to change himself. I really like his attitude. He's trying to also build his technique, his musicality into every album. He always trying to change his style from the beginning to can trace back to like 2003. Yeah, when his first album launched. And then until now, it sounds totally different. He got more inspiration from the different places he traveled, and then all of that become the ingredients in his music. And also his music like basically like heal me all the time. Yeah, when I have the heavy schoolwork, when I had a very sad breakups, like his music is like healing me. Okay, everything will be okay. Yeah. Anyways, that's sweet. Okay, back to that sweet. The sweet is they have 3 songs. All of his songs are my favorites. I cannot just like say they are my favorite 3 songs. No, it's not true. Like I love him, so he's my favorite. Period. Well, those 3 songs are basically talk about love and also talk about how we should communicate to this world. So the first piece is about missing someone. The second piece is talk about you should be thankful. And then the third one is it was a duet with another Hong Kongese singer. So it's a love song. is a love duet. Basically, they talk about how precious or the love is, something like that. Yeah, romantic.
Yeah.
I wish I can play with him, but yeah. And that's pretty much about the album. Yeah, pretty much about it.
Did you like do all of it yourself? So like the composing, arranging, producing?
Arrange the music for to make his songs to be able to play with 4 hands. Yeah, and then practice. The practice. I really and luckily we had a summer piano camp at Oclef, and I've tried to like push myself before those concerts or before the album, like before the recordings. I should play like at least one piece at the end of the showcase in the camp. And we also tried to run like several times with and play with play for students, and then ask them to be my audience. Yeah, that really helped. Yeah, to prepare this album.
Oh, I'm glad it worked out. Considering all of these opportunities that you've had at Oclef, how has that sort of helped you with your teaching?
For the teaching part, it's obviously I think I improved a lot, especially for younger kids. Because before I mainly teach in the college level students, I really don't have that many experience with kids like before 10, I have to say. Yeah, and so as I start notice something like it's different between younger kids and older students, and I'm trying to be more creative, which all of this work, all of that design work obviously helped me to be more creative, because I need to keep thinking. It's always be like the full like the motive, like a motivation for me. I was very happy that I can do something besides music. I never thought about I can do this, just to be honest. I never think about that I can learn something new, because all of this design software is like I never know that before, or I never get to know it more. And I really appreciate that I had this opportunity to do like what I always want to do. Besides piano, I still love my piano. Yeah, I love my piano. Just to be clear, yeah, I really appreciate this position.
Yeah. And like besides the opportunities, are there any other benefits about Oclef that kind of inspired you to work here?
You get to see, I have to say, like everyone works here, like they are all amazing. You get to work with amazing people, which is to me is one of the best things here. So like everyone's here, including you, and like you can always learn something from them. Like by teaching with them, you can see how they approach to the kids, and then you can take it, steal it. You can take it and then try to improve yourself as well. Also, you can see a lot of coworkers there. They are also passionate about what they are doing. It's also one of the things try to keep me motivated. To me, this is one of the best things here. There are a lot of things, but this is, to me, is very valuable. Like when you are able to work with so many people, like very good. Yeah,
Definitely. Final question. So I know Oclef is your first job after graduating, but is this like a place where you can see yourself being long term?
So there's a fun story. It actually happened in the phase 3 interview. So when I got a question like, why you want to work here? And my first reaction, I didn't do that. I didn't say that because I think it's too random. It's too weird to say that. My first reaction was because your website color is orange. And my favorite color is orange. I love orange. You cannot like the Google Chrome right now. You can customize your theme, right? It's orange right now, and I have an orange blanket. I have orange desk, orange shirt, and a lot of things are orange. So as long as Oclef don't change their bank color, then I'm fine. No, just kidding. Yeah, yeah. So if one day they all change to black, then maybe. Just kidding. Just kidding. So that's my first reaction. It's weird, I know. So I didn't say that. To be more serious about this question, if I will be long term, I think as long as I feel like I'm always like improve. I learn something. I learn a lot of things when I'm here. I actually learn things every day. I feel like I always learn something new, and it's very happy to see my students getting better and better. And I really like our stages. So basically, you can see like if they stay long enough, you can see how they grow up from the little kid in a stage 1, and then go to stage 2, go to stage 3, go to stage 4, and then I think that will be a very unique experience. I think Oclef is a wonderful place for me to examine a lot of things. Invent like other different games or different strategy to teach students, and I want to be supportive, because to me teacher is a helper. Teacher is not like okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. Teacher is like, okay, you need this, let me help you. And I want to help as many students as possible. And I think I can really do that here.
Yeah, definitely. So I think those are all the questions I have for today. So yeah, thank you so much for talking with me today, and I'm really excited to share your story with others. Thanks for listening, everyone, and that is a wrap for today's Kite Report.
Thank you so much.